Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting episode of NAWA Championship Wrestling. I'm your host, Michael Elliott, and ladies and gentlemen, we are at His Pro Wrestling here in Pacolet, South Carolina. We're starting off the show hot and heavy as we got action done in the ring, as we got the Duck Man of the Ugly Ducklings, Rob Killjoy, taking on the Anomaly, Antonio Morgan. As you can see, Morgan definitely has the strength and size advantage as he's just showing it off here early on in the contest, just pushing Killjoy right back into that corner with ease. Killjoy's going to have to use that speed and quickness here, his agility, to take out the Anomaly, just like he did right there. Got him in that side headlock. And Antonio Morgan shoots him off. Oh, running right into that brick wall known as the Anomaly is Rob Killjoy. Running right into Antonio Morgan. I want to thank His Pro Wrestling for having us here this week, here on the show. It's always a pleasure to be here in Pacolet, South Carolina. And Redbeard, where the hell are you? Gladiator, what happened to you? Did you lose your passion? What's going on? I'm here alone. Killjoy out on the floor. He's on the retreat, rolling back into the ring when Antonio Morgan, cuts him right off there with a big double kick right into the shins, takes him right off the apron. Now Killjoy gonna check the wind here, checking for the velocity with that high flying, but he was caught midair. Holy Christ! Antonio Morgan dumping him right there on the apron. Here's the cliche part, the hardest part of the ring, ladies and gentlemen. And Antonio Morgan just enjoying the adulation from the fans. He needs to stay on top of Killjoy, this veteran of the wrestling ring, the veteran of the Carolinas, probably one of the best, if not the best here going in the Carolinas. Look at that big back body drop. You see the height from the strength of Antonio Morgan. Killjoy now is just being press slammed by this massive individual, just dumping him right onto the canvas face first. Antonio Morgan this might be the most impressive I've seen the Anomaly since he's been on the show here. Taking on probably one of his toughest challenges to date in Rob Killjoy, but nobody home. He hits that knee into that turnbuckle, and ladies and gentlemen, there's nothing but metal under that thin layer of padding in those turnbuckles. You can see Killjoy saw what happened. He's going right to work. He sees the target, and he's going right for it, and that is the knee and the leg of Antonio Morgan here. Killjoy is going to have to chop the tree down, keep this big man off his feet. It looks like if he wants to succeed here in obtaining a victory this week on the program, Antonio Morgan hitting that knee right in that turnbuckle, and Killjoy has just been all over it ever since. Killjoy very smartly trying to keep this match on the ground. See, look at just repeatedly punching the knee, now just dropping his shins right across it. Antonio Morgan writhing in pain on the mat here, as Killjoy finally has a little bit of an advantage going on for him. After being tossed all over the ring like a rag doll, he's got the advantage. Just delivering here a knife-edge chop right into the chest of Morgan. He's letting Morgan get back up to a vertical base, only on one good leg though, as he continues the assault here on that knee and that leg, on the quadriceps, the knees, the lower leg. He's just working over it all, just yanking on it, trying to pull it out of, whoa, holy Christ. It's like a drop kick right into the knee. Killjoy wanted our official to ask Antonio Morgan if he gives up. I don't know if Morgan has any give up in him, but Killjoy's definitely going to try to make him as he continues just to put a barrage of maneuvers and holds and punches and kicks on this knee. And look here, he's just bending it back. He's got him in that leg lock, and he's just bent back to get that bridge in. And Antonio Morgan definitely feeling the effects of the attack here from Rob Killjoy. If you take a big man's legs out, if you take his wheels out, he's not going to be nearly as effective if he was up on his vertical base. And you can see Killjoy now. Whoa, wait a minute, Antonio Morgan kicks it out. He sees clutching that knee. He's grabbing a hold of it. He is in some serious pain. Down he goes, grabs him, just takes him down with that, picks that leg, and now just goes right back to working over Morgan. Killjoy is definitely playing his cards right here. As you see though, Morgan still got a lot of fight left in him. See him kicking Killjoy right off him. And Killjoy doing the wrong thing here. He's worried about these fans here in Pacolet, the people of Pacolet, South Carolina, and not Antonio Morgan. I guess he believes he's got him injured enough, but Morgan with a knife edge chop of his own, fighting out of it as he limps. While he tries to stand up, he's trying to get some feeling back into that knee and that leg. And Morgan now with a big Irish whip. Nope, Killjoy reverses it, drop toe hold, and now he's gonna put some more pressure on that leg. And now just trying to make Antonio Morgan submit is Killjoy. And Antonio Morgan saying no, he's got it. He's not gonna give up yet, but that knee is in a very awkward and precarious position. Killjoy letting go of the submission there, now just crossing his knees, crossing his feet, now just beating the crap out of him across the back here. And look at this, just trying to stretch Antonio Morgan into submission. He wants the official to ask. Morgan saying no. Killjoy has got him in the dead center of the ring. Great ring awareness by Rob Killjoy when he applied this hold here. And Morgan using his strength. Look at that strength of Antonio Morgan to power his way out. Hits him with a jawbreaker. Antonio Morgan back up on his feet, still hobbling, still wobbly from the assault. Oh, now he's just picking him up. Big body slam. You can take the leg out from Antonio Morgan, but you can't take away his upper body strength here, as you just saw that on display. Look here, Morgan trying to shake that leg, trying to get the blood flowing, trying to get some feeling going again as he hobbles across the ring. Just picks the leg out again. This Killjoy and a double stomp right on the leg. And that's got to cause some serious pain there as he just stomped right across the entire knee and thigh area of Antonio Morgan. Rob Killjoy, this is a different side of Rob Killjoy that we're not really used to seeing here. When we see him here at his pro wrestling in Pacolet, he's usually a good going guy, good guy, so to speak. But here this week, he's doing whatever it takes to pick up the victory against the much larger man, Antonio Morgan. And here we go, he's got that damaged leg draped over, just sitting and squatting right down on top of it. And you can see the pain on the face of the anomaly here. I don't know if he's gonna be able to recoup and recover from this, as Killjoy is trying to take him over and put him in a single leg crab. He's got him over, he's got that single leg crab on, but Antonio Morgan is right at the ropes, and Killjoy smartly dragging his opponent right back to the middle as he's got that single leg crab locked on. Morgan crawling, he makes it to the ropes. Our official trying to get Killjoy to break. He lets go of the hold. Oh, but he does not stop the assault there. He just takes that knee, that left knee, and Antonio Morgan just picked it up and slammed it right down on that canvas. Oh my dear God, that had to hurt. Killjoy just going and yanking right on the leg, trying to get him back into the center of the ring while hurting him as well. And Killjoy just spinning around and slamming that knee and twisting it as he smashed it down onto the apron there. We're not seeing any high-flying moves this week out of Rob Killjoy. We're seeing a ground and pound focused attack on that leg. And here we go with that springboard. Oh, springboard moonsault right into the knees. One of them good, one of them bad. I don't know if that helped Antonio Morgan or caused more pain to the already damaged leg, to the already damaged limb of Antonio Morgan, but this is his opportunity here. He's got a little bit of a window. He's got Killjoy hurting, and into the corner, Killjoy with a big forearm, some knife edge chops, doing everything he can to just slowly wear down Antonio Morgan. Hits him with a big reversal and a big shoulder tackle. And again, flying shoulder block there from Antonio Morgan. He's up on his feet, ladies and gentlemen. Big power slam, bam, he connected. but he's rolling around in pain on the mat. He should be going over for the cover, but his knee's bothering him. He's trying to get the people here in Packlet behind him to help him, but he's up to his feet. He's still a little bit hobbling there. What's he got in store for Killjoy now? Oh, Killjoy with the big boot. Morgan ate it, but here we go, big spine buster, holy Christ. Killjoy's done for. 2, no. Only good enough for a 2 count was Antonio Morgan's spine buster there. And now Killjoy's the one writhing in pain on the mat as Morgan still showing the effects of that assault on his left leg as he's slow to get up. But he's up, he's the first man off the mat. Killjoy crawling to the corner. Antonio Morgan's got something planned for him here. He needs to get on top of him. He needs to stay on his man and go for the assault here, but he's in the corner. Here we go. Going for that spear, but he hits the post with his shoulder. Big discus forearm there. Killjoy has him up in a fireman's carry. What's Killjoy got? Oh, a Death Valley driver. That's it, Antonio Morgan is done. 1, 2, no! Antonio Morgan kicks out at the count of 2, and Killjoy cannot believe it. I can't believe it. The people here in Packlet can't believe it. And he's going right back to that left leg as Killjoy going right to work on it. Just taking care of business is Rob Killjoy. What is he going to have to do? He's going to have to make Antonio Morgan submit if he wants to get the win here. I really thought it was over after that DVD. But here we go, Killjoy now. Has him back in the center ring. He's got him in a spin. Whoa, Morgan kicks out. Pushes him face first into the turnbuckle pad with his boot. He's back up, here we go. Oh, going in for that spear again, but Killjoy had it scouted with that big knee. Schoolboys rolls him up, 1, 2, no. Killjoy didn't have him down for 3, goes right back to that leg. Oh, big kick right to the face. Killjoy is on all cylinders here now. Going for a big spear. Morgan hits it with a spear. Killjoy's down, 2, 3, oh, and Rob Killjoy just got pinned by the Anomaly. Antonio Morgan, man, ladies and gentlemen, what a way to kick off this show. Antonio Morgan with the victory here over Rob Killjoy right here on NAWA Championship Wrestling.
You know, there are a lot of people in this world jealous of Chief J. Eagle. A 4-letter word called jealousy. It makes a lot of enemies out there. I can only be me. I can't be you. But when I come back to NAWA, people gonna get hurt. That's right. They gonna think I'm leaving. I'm gonna be coming all the time. 'Cause I'm coming for you boys. Y'all get ready.
Everything just sky high. Prices going off the ceiling. Let me tell you right now. But there's one thing that you can depend on. That's $5 wrestling. Wrestling so bad that it's good. Listen, this fabulous collection, it's all available on highspots.com. Take a look at it. It's the hottest ticket in town. And I'm gonna tell you something. You'll get your money's worth and more out of this. And I got my main man here, the one-man gang.
Hey, Slick! $5 for this? Are you kidding me? $5 for wrestling! I cannot believe it! The one-man gang holding $5 DVD! Yeah!
Woo, Master, this is professional wrestler Jimmy Valiant, Handsome Jimmy, the Boogie Woogie Man. I'm telling my people, my brothers and sisters, yours truly loves you all. Now, hey, y'all, I have a wrestling camp in Charlottesville, Virginia. It's called BWC, Boogie's Wrestling Camp, Hall of Fame Museum. Come if you want to be a professional wrestler. valet or a referee or a timekeeper. Put up the ring, brother. Anything will teach you all. Do interviews. Do it all right here at BWC.
For more information on Boogie's Wrestling Camp Hall of Fame Museum, visit jimmyvaliant.weebly.com. Oh, yeah!
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for sticking with us through that very quick commercial break there. It's now time for your main event. As you see, here comes one of your participants, Mr. Number 1, George South, that beautiful ring jacket. He's here competing here on NAWA Championship Wrestling. Like I said, your main event this week. He's going to be taking on AJ Frost. This is a rematch that we had just from a few months ago. George South picking up the win over AJ Frost a while ago, and George has got something to say here.
How's everybody doing here tonight, huh? Man, I'm gonna tell all of you folks, thank you for coming here tonight, man. Hey, everyone else are doing a great job. Oh, come on over here, buddy. Listen, and listen, this referee of the year, give me my hand, huh? Oh, my goodness. Yeah, you know something, announcer, you're exactly right. Just a few weeks ago, when we were in North Carolina, just right up the road, I had one of the toughest matches, in my long career. And folks, I know most of you know who that was against, Mr. AJ Frost. And I got a hand for him. No, I agree, but he gave me one of the toughest matches that I've ever faced up in the north. But you know what, folks, for you people, guess what? We may just do that again one more time. If y'all want to see it, Mr. Number 1, George South, and Mr. AJ may go at it just one more time.
George South is saying he's ready to go one more time against AJ Frost. He's going to get his wish because the match has been signed and the match is being delivered right here in your main event this week on NAWA Championship Wrestling. And there he comes, the challenger of George South, AJ Frost. AJ Frost, the man that's too cold to hold, the Freak Daddy. And he got to realize this is his second opportunity. This is his second chance to defeat George South. He didn't do it the first time around. The nerves probably got to him in that big match environment, but now AJ Frost has had some time to go back, watch the film, study the film, and now he's got the microphone.
That you've ever had. Well, you're exactly right. They say never meet your heroes. George South, this has came full circle. Since I was a little bitty boy watching you at the end of the National Guard to this very moment, standing in this ring, I'm here and I'm ready and I'm here to show you I'm better than you are. Let me prove to you and all these idiots just how much better I am.
Well, AJ Frost is ready to show George South this time around that he's better than Mr. Number 1. AJ Frost said he's been watching George South since he was a little boy in the Inman National Guard Armory all these years, and it is time for him to show George South and all the people here in Packlet and the people here at NAWA that he is the better wrestler. He's got his hands full. It's George South, a living legend in the Carolinas, a living legend in the world of professional wrestling, one of the best to ever do it. Number one, obviously no slouch, but we've got the main event. They've got the words out of the way. It's time now to get down to action between these two. Can AJ Frost overcome his nerves? Maybe he doesn't even have them this time. I know when I spoke to him right before the match against George South the first time, their first encounter, he was nervous about it. He was anxious. He knew he could go toe-to-toe with George South, but he wasn't able to defeat him. Can AJ Frost do that here this week on the show? But AJ Frost is out of the ring. He's starting to play games here at George South. He's not in the ring just yet. George is ready to go. AJ Frost is not happy with the people here in Pacolet getting behind Mr. Number One in the main event this week. As the people are letting AJ know that he sucks. And George South he's ready. He's in the square circle. AJ Frost climbing through the ropes as main event time is here on this great episode of NAWA Championship Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. The longest running episodic television show in the Carolinas, 240 plus weeks in a row have we brought you this great program each and every Saturday at noon right here on our YouTube channel, the Carolina Wrestling Historic Archives, as we document great wrestling in the Carolinas and highlight NAWA Championship Wrestling. If you're not a fan of NAWA or you haven't subscribed yet to that YouTube channel, I encourage you to subscribe. Be here every Saturday at noon with us, or whenever you can each and every week, to watch this great program. As we got a collar and elbow tie up, and AJ Frost taking that arm of Mr. Number One right there early on in this contest. And George with a big reversal. Now, as I was saying, also follow us on all social medias, on Twitter at NAWA ITV, on Facebook. Just look up NAWA Pro Wrestling, and you follow us on there. Keep up to date with what's going on, upcoming shows. See the YouTube channel and be subscribed to the channel to see us each and every week, because I'm getting tongue-tied about all this information about our social medias. We got a great match here early on here in this contest between George South and AJ Frost, as he's got him down on the mat as George has got him at that arm wringer. AJ working his way back up. Big boot to the midsection. Shoots him off into the ropes. Big tackle. George goes right for that cover. Gets a 2 count. Very surprising. He got a 2 count right out of the gate. Things aren't looking good for AJ Frost here. And AJ saying, please don't hit me. The people here in Pacolet want George South to punch him right in the face, and he's got him by that arm. Another kick to the midsection. Shoots him in. Oh, big reversal from George. Hip toss out of the corner. Goes right back down for the cover. And still he gets a 2 count to South. Goes right back to that arm. And George South going to do whatever it takes to go 2-0, stay undefeated against AJ Frost. He's got him right back in that arm wringer, working him over. And again, you got to wonder what's going through the mind of AJ Frost. Can he win the big one? Can he defeat a living legend? Can he pull off what many would say is an upset here this week? You got to wonder if he's got all these questions going on in the back of his mind, or if he's got laser focus to defeat George South. And right now it looks like he's got that laser focus, but George ducks right under that clothesline. Both men go down from that shoulder tackle. Meeting in the middle of the ring, and AJ just gets his arm taken once again by George South. As George South giving the thumbs up to the fans, letting them know he's in control here in this match. Just twisting that arm and that shoulder. As our official, John Harkey, trying to make sure AJ Frost doesn't give up, just doesn't quit here. George South has had thousands upon thousands of matches, and Georgia Championship Wrestling, WCW, Jim Crockett Promotions all over the world, GCW. Oh, and AJ Frost takes him down, but he misses with that elbow drop. George South is about seeing every opponent you can imagine. He's worked against every style, every match you could probably think of. So working here against AJ Frost here, he's got him in that arm wringer once again. He's got to be able to know just about anything AJ Frost is going to pull off here. That's how long George South has been around and been in the square circle. He knows almost there. That's why he's one of the greatest trainers in all of professional wrestling. And now he's got that arm bar locked in. AJ Frost is struggling here against George South. As George South has just been in control pretty much from the get-go, except for a couple of blips in the match. Our official, John Harkey, right there in the face of AJ Frost, making sure he does not submit, he doesn't give up. Head official, John Harkey, as George South continues just to apply pressure here. Continues just to work that arm. AJ Frost shoots him off, takes a tackle, goes back down. George goes up and over, going for a hip toss, but no. South blocks it. He's trying to get him in a backslide, takes him down in a pinning predicament here, and only gets a 2 count. And right back goes to that arm wringer, goes George South. Is George South toying with AJ Frost? Is South even taking this match serious? And you hear the people here in Packlet chanting, AJ sucks, as George South likes that. He hopes all these people takes the time during intermission to come over to his gimmick table and buy one of those mystery boxes. That's exactly what he's hoping for. After he pulls off this victory here in your main event this week, he is just twerking and turning that arm of AJ Frost. Pretty much going to work on that shoulder, elbow, and wrist. As Frost is just down on his knees in pain. He's clutching that shoulder. You see the pain on his face there. Once again, our officials right there with AJ, making sure that he doesn't quit, that he don't submit from this hold that South has got applied here. AJ Frost has got to dig down deep. He's got to do something to get back up to a vertical base so he can fight George South here. George South says he wants to punch him. I don't know why he don't just go ahead and do it. South still got a big kick there right into the midsection. Big reversal. AJ Frost goes up and over and takes a shoulder tackle. George South goes up and over. Big drop kick delivered by AJ Frost, and that is the move he needed, the spot he needed to get an advantage here. Now he's just, what's he doing? He's choking him here. He's got him in a nerve hold. Looked like he might have been raking his eyes or something. Our cameraman out of position there, but now AJ Frost taking him to the corner. And he's going to go to work. He's got his finger jamming his thumb in his eyes. Now he's just biting him. Holy Christ. George South is paying the price now. As AJ Frost, big reversal. Nobody home. South hits that turnbuckle. Big right hand. Takes George South off his feet, and AJ Frost is starting to dominate here, ladies and gentlemen. That was the opening he needed to get the upper hand, and he's got it now. Now he's got that nerve hold applied on to George South. And ladies and gentlemen, this does not look, while you're sitting on your couch or sitting in your recliner, it doesn't look like a very painful hold. But AJ Frost has got George South in some serious pain right here with this nerve hold locked in. He's got it cinched in deep. And South is on the mat. You can see the pain in his face. You can see the pain on the face of South. He's trying to get the people here in Packlet, South Carolina to help rally him back up to his feet. He's working his way around. He's pumping that fist. AJ's got that nerve hold. He about lost it there. A big old elbow. He lets go. South comes off. Big back elbow, and South goes down. Frost staying on top. of this, and now what's he doing? Big shot right into the back, and goes right back to that nerve hold. Frost has just cinched that nerve hold right back in as he's asking these people who's the man. Well, right now, A.J. Frost is the man as he's got South down, writhing in pain with that nerve hold. And you see once again our head official, John Harkey. Now he's in there with George South, making sure George doesn't want to submit to this devastating nerve hold. You see A.J. putting all the pressure, all the power he's got behind it. He's got his feet planted flat on the mat and pressing down as he's got that nerve pinched. You can see the uncomfort. You see the comfort not. I'm getting tongued out over this nerve hold of all things as George South works his way back up. And he's got to fight out of it again here with a couple of elbows there. Off the ropes he goes. And A.J. Frost catches him in that abdominal stretch. He's got George South in the abdominal stretch here. You can see the pain on the face of George South. He's digging that elbow into the side, the hip area almost. Right above the hips was A.J. digging that elbow in there. And now George South's gonna have to try to find a way to wiggle out of this abdominal stretch. If he's got any chance, this is just wearing him down. Oh, he takes the leg over, delivers a hip toss to A.J. Frost. And George South, he's calling for the claw, ducks it. Frost with a big right hand. George South almost connected with that claw, and you know once he puts the claw on with that glove of Blackjack Mulligan on his hand, it's usually over. But A.J. Frost had it well scouted out, ducked right under it, and now he's back. He's got him locked into that nerve hold once again. There's A.J. Frost. And he's just going right to work. He's trying to just wear George South down. Just trying to wear all the willpower out of George South with this nerve hold. John Harkey says, no, don't ring the bell. George South is not submitted just yet. As A.J. Frost continues to work this nerve hold on George South, it's just going to continue to wear him out. It may make George South submit. I can't say that, but he's look at him just putting all his force and power into this. South is got to get to his feet. The people here trying to get behind George South once again. He can just get his leg over. He's going to stand up. Here he goes. South back up to his vertical base, up to his 2 feet. He's still got that nerve hold cinched in. South doing everything he can to break out of it. He does. Gets him up. What's he got in store? He's got him up in a fireman's carry, and now he's spinning it around. Airplane spin. A.J. Frost is familiar with that. But A.J. Frost gets out and kicks him right in the face, taking George South right back down. He's going for the cover, but only gets a 2 count there. Not enough. That kick was not enough to put Mr. Number 1 away. A.J. Frost has got to do something big here. He's got to hit a home run, so to speak, if he wants to pull out the biggest win of his career against George South. Shoots him into the corner. South goes down. South is wore out, ladies and gentlemen. That nerve hold's done its damage. Frost going to the high red district. Nobody home for the moonsault. No water in the pool, so to speak. A.J. Frost hits that canvas chest first, knocking the wind right out of him. Oh, big chop. Very Ricky Steamboat-ish again from George South. He whips him into the ropes, Frost. Oh, big Ricky Steamboat chop there again. George South calling on all the legends he's worked with over the years, using their offense here. The claw, that Steamboat chop. We might see the Wahoo War Dance here in just a minute, ladies and gentlemen, as South whips him into the corner, going for the football tackle. Oh, wait a minute. Frost sweeps the legs, he puts his feet on the bottom, rolling the ropes, and he gets the 3 count. A.J. Frost just snuck out a victory over George South by cheating. He had his feet on the ropes, ladies and gentlemen. Holy Christ. A.J. Frost defeats George South here in your main event this week on NAWA Championship Wrestling. What a way to end the show, ladies and gentlemen. That's all the time we got this week. We'll see you right next week at noon. So long for now.